What's up, guys? I'm Matt.
And I'm Paul.
And this is MP Anime. This is our new channel. We're going to be doing a lot of anime discussions versus battles, just a whole lot of stuff. This first video is about Naruto, but that's not all we're going to do. Going to make some Attack on Titan videos, right?
Some Bleach you're going to do.
I'm going to do Bleach. Paul doesn't really like Bleach. Hunter x Hunter, once
Hunter,
you get more into
Hunter
it.
x Hunter, yeah, we will.
A lot of stuff. I've been watching some One Piece lately, so there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff coming to the channel. Death Note, too. So if you like anime, like and subscribe, and maybe even drop a comment if you're feeling really saucy. And let's get into the video. So you want to say what the topic is?
Well, it's the top 5 most savage moments in Naruto. Naruto Shippuden and Naruto.
You mean Boruto's dad and Boruto's dad?
No,
Shippuden.
no. We're not talking about Boruto. There's no savage moments that happen in Boruto yet.
Yeah, bro. Get there.
Okay. Okay.
All
So
right.
number 5.
Real quick, these are our opinions.
Yeah.
We don't need a witch hunt. We don't need
seriously
some guy in the car. Wow, what about the phone? No, that's not what it is. These are our opinions. So shut the fuck up.
Get over it.
All right, so let's get into the meat of the video. Number 5.
Number 5.
Paul, number 5.
So we have Itachi versus Kakashi. The first time we've ever seen Itachi actually.
He had been so hyped up too the whole series. Like
this was the guy.
The second you met Sasuke, he was all edgy, sitting there with his fucking stupid ass pose. Kakashi's like, so like, what are you into, bro? And he's like, vengeance. And he's like, all right, like
that's pretty cool.
Like Naruto's like, I'm into ramen, dude. Sakura's like, I'm just a horny girl, and he's like, vengeance. He's like Batman. He's like, I will avenge him with his fucking stupid ass voice.
So basically, we heard about Itachi, guy that killed the whole clan, and
he's like a vegan. Like he'll just put it into conversation where it has no right to be. Like, hey man, you watched that basketball game yesterday? And he was like, no, because I don't have a TV because my brother murdered my entire clan, but I will avenge them. And like, all right, chill, bro. Like, definitely not talking to you anymore.
But we have Kakashi, which is one of the most OP characters at the time.
Probably the most OP character that we had seen up until that point. That we had seen fight up until that point. Because we'd met people who would have been OP in the future, but fight-wise, since it's so early in the series, Kakashi was... He was the big dog. He was like, he walked up like, what's up, fucking. So Itachi pulls up to the village and runs into Asuma and Kurenai. And yeah, Kurenai's like, I'm going to put you in a genjutsu. And so that was basically the worst fucking decision anyone's ever made. He's in like the tree, so unbothered. Yeah. His eyes just like sitting there like half asleep, like what the fuck?
And then she's like out of the tree with the knife and tries to stab him.
She's like, you're dead. And then she's just in the tree. He's like, yeah, bro, like genjutsu at that level doesn't affect me.
Like,
literally,
who do you think you are?
The like top 3, arguably the second best genjutsu user in the entire series. Like, yeah, I got a fucking Sharingan. You're definitely gonna have to pull out some bigger stops than that. So Kakashi pulls up and he's like, I got a Sharingan too, bitch. What are you gonna do about it? And Itachi just like, nah, hold this for me quick. Points at him. He's like, oh yeah, like I control time and space in here. This is like the ultimate genjutsu. So get ready for it. They're fucking, I know you like when they're all stabbing him.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. And there's a quote that after he stabs him, they talked for a while. Kakashi's getting stabbed multiple times.
There's like 1,000 Itachis stabbing him.
And then Itachi says, after all that time, which was like almost like a minute in the show, he says, okay, 71 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. And Kakashi was like, what?
He's like, GG, bro. GG, I'm done. You could just kill me.
And when it's over, it cuts over, and then you have Kakashi.
He's fucked up.
He is completely gone. It's literally like he left a bathroom stall at jail. Like, he is fucked.
He's like, guard, like, you got pretty eyes, boy. Don't drop the soap. Like, oh, Jesus.
Kakashi was out. Like,
and then, even after that, this is my favorite part of the whole, like, couple episodes when Itachi's in the village. Sasuke's talking all that shit when he pulls up.
All that
like,
shit.
Like, Jiraiya and Naruto are trying to help him, but he's like, no, this is my fight. So he's talking sweet. He's like, yeah, he gives this whole, like, speech. It's, like, this big-ass speech about how he's gonna kill him. And then he whips out the Chidori, and Itachi's just like, Chidori. Like, he doesn't even say it's like, whoa, oh no, Chidori. Like, Sasuke learned Chidori. He's just like, that's a Chidori. Like, wow, bro, that's a rock. Like, you point to a rock. That's a rock. And then all he says is that, and that's all it takes to make Sasuke's edge levels go over the edge. And he's like, no, enough, you're dead. He's like running at him, whatever. It's a big explosion. Naruto's like, did he get him? And then he's just holding his wrist. He's like, nah, bro. Like, snaps that shit.
Sasuke tries to do another move and he breaks his wrist, kicks him to the other side,
then puts him in Tsukuyomi. Like, when you find out Itachi's a good guy at the end, it's like, was he really all that good?
He made him watch his brother.
Yeah, like rewatching the series, you're like, all right, like, all right, yeah, he had to break his wrist. He had to catch his fucking Chidori, you know, like, just to keep up the appearance of being a bad guy. Then fucking, all right, he kicks him into the wall. Like, he's really getting that message across. He's like, you know, bad guy, doing bad guy things, whatever. Then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make you watch our parents get murdered by me like a billion fucking times just to mentally torture you. And you're like, all right, yeah.
Literally pushed Sasuke over the edge to leave the village.
Yeah, like, he probably had some daddy issues from, like, Fugaku telling Sasuke, like, after he did the fireball jutsu by the pond, like, you know what, like, you're not that bad. And Itachi's like, what? What? All right, so
you want to get into number 4?
Yep, I'll do number 4. So at number 4, we got the GOAT, Minato versus Obito. That whole fucking, like, from when Obito extracts the Nine Tails to him getting fucking rinned by the Nine Tails with fucking little nail. Like, he's got a fresh pedicure. Like, yo, fucking impaled him and his wife. That was some savage shit. But yeah, it starts off fucking, you know, they have their little scuffle after Naruto's born. And then he goes home before he's about to throw them hands. He's like, I gotta pull up in my fresh fit. Puts on the fucking Hokage clothes.
Puts the hype music.
Yeah.
He puts on the Hokage cue. Oh, it was sick. And he goes on his stature and he says, I will protect this village. This is my
fucking face, bitch boy. You're gonna have to do more than that. Nine Tails just smashing shit. There's that one, like, fodder ninja. It's in the first episode, too. When they're showing the Nine Tails attack. When you, like, really don't know what's going on. He's like, guys, like, just protect the villagers or whatever. And Naito just
smacking everyone.
Just backhands that man. And he's like, yeah, eat this quick.
And then the Nine Tails looks at him. He's like, oh, I got the Nine Tails.
He's like, oh, so you finally noticed me.
Charging up a bomb here.
Yeah, Biju bomb. He's like, yo, Nine Tails like, yeah. Oh, keep in mind. This isn't the bitch ass half Nine Tails that we see for the rest of the series. Quarter Nine Tails, 3/18 Nine Tails, whatever you want to say. It's the fucking full Nine Tails. And the half Nine Tails was stronger than... How many tail beasts?
5.
Then yeah,
5
Obito pulled up with 5 tail beasts, and half the Nine Tails was enough to deflect that. So half the Nine Tails is like one of the strongest things.
Basically, that bomb would have just destroyed the whole village.
This is the full Nine Tails.
Would have been pain at that point.
He's charging it up, and Minato's like, nah, don't fuck with me, bro. He fires it at him, and he just puts his hand up, fucking teleports it to the other side of the village. That shit goes off. He's like, damn, that's big. Like, he's just so unbothered. He doesn't care.
That cannot go in the village.
He's like, all right, but I won't let it. Then fucking Obito pulls up behind him, and he goes to grab him. He's like, oh, I see why they call you the Yellow Flash. This man's fast. So, you know, they have their little, like, bad guy versus good guy talk or whatever, and you know what's coming next. This is like, one of the best moments in the series. Minato's like, whoever strikes first is gonna win. And so they're running at each other. He tosses the fucking kunai, and fucking Obito, Toby, Madara, whatever you want to fucking call him, he calmly through it. He's like, what the fuck was that? Like, you really thought you were going to get me with that? And so he was talking sweet, too. It's an Uchiha thing. They love to talk shit, and they get fucked up.
They love it. Unless you're, Madara.
No, then you could monologue for fucking 16 episodes about how big your cock is.
And literally just fuck any character there. Like.
But so, yeah, he's like, just about to grab him, and he's like, I win. And then, what happens next?
He literally, he threw the kunai through him, and then Obito
was stupid. Like, honestly, watching the fight, like,
how old was he? 16?
He was 14 when the rock. Yeah, 16. He was 16.
He was 16, and he throws the kunai through him, which is marked, and Obito's like, I win, and then he just teleports behind him with the Rasengan.
What's up, bitch? Just fucking
booms him right there.
Hold this quick.
And then Obito backs off. And he's like, I won't let that happen again. And then he's just there. Takes the Nine Tails away from him. Was it? He just cuts off.
He does like the reverse like ceiling thing.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have control of the Nine Tails anymore.
Yeah.
But that thing's still pissed. I mean,
yeah, that thing.
He probably was better off with Obito controlling.
That thing is pretty pissed off.
It's like like those memes back in the day where it's like done. He's like, I had fucking Madara Uchiha control me all day. Now I'm mad.
Not even that. He was inside the woman for the whole time and got no action.
I mean, he definitely saw Minato dogging her though, because he was inside. He's definitely like, shit, like maybe this ain't all bad. Like being fucking sealed inside.
That was a pretty badass moment. But now we're gonna go to number 3, which is Matt's. I had to refrain Matt from putting it for number 1.
Yeah, this is my number 1 moment in the entire series. Like badassness, everything. I just fucking love this moment. So we got my boy, like the most slept on ninja in the whole series, Tobirama, second Hokage, GOAT, and fucking. So yeah, it's during the war. Jubito fires that truth-seeking orb at Naruto, Sasuke, and Minato. Shit's about to blow up, right? And fucking Minato's like Nani? Like, what am I gonna do? And fucking Sasuke puts up like the flimsy ass Susanoo. He doesn't have like perfect
just
Susanoo
barely
yet.
getting
He's
up.
like looking at Naruto. He's like, Naruto, like before, like we're definitely gonna die here. So before like we die, I just want to let you know, like, ever since we kissed in part 1, like, and just as he's about to say it, Tobirama comes in, puts his hand, like, so nonchalantly over, he's just holding it. He's behind Jubito, and he's like, oh, yeah, like, the exact line is, you can have this back. That shit blows up. Next thing you know, Tobirama's just behind him. They're like, oh, shit, like, I see why your statue in the village has a fucking 16-inch cock buried underneath the mountain because you, my friend, like... Tobirama was like, everybody duck, because I'm about to turn left and I don't want to hit you in the face with my dick.
It was such a savage moment. You know, Minato
It was so satisfying, too, because at that point, you just want to see Obito get his ass whooped.
You know that Obito got talk no jutsu at that, but we're not going to
Yeah, no, it's like, but you're my friend.
Yeah,
You're the coolest guy I know.
You know, meanwhile, that he did create reanimation, that kind of fucked over the whole Naruto universe after.
He could have
one of the most
like,
OP
actually,
jutsus.
he was gonna reanimate him, but Kabuto, being the bitch he is, was like, nah, me first, bro. So yeah, technically, everything past that point is Kabuto's fault, but he's got a snake dick coming out of his back, so what else do you expect from a guy like that?
Yeah.
Alright, number 2 moment, I'll let you... But first, let's give a little backstory on your whole introduction, your second introduction to Naruto. Paul's my seed. Paul's my child, everyone. He was like...
Make it pretty brief.
Yeah, before I, like, knew any of my friends, like, liked anime, chilling one day, I'm just like, yo, you guys watch this anime shit? And Paul's like, yeah, you know, I watched Naruto when I was little. I finished it. I'm like, oh, you finished it? It's still going on. I'm like, well, what happened at the end? He's like, yeah, Naruto and Sasuke fight. You know, he goes to Orochimaru or whatever. And I'm like, nah, you ain't seen nothing yet. And this moment at number 2 is what I showed him to be like, this is how, like, hyped it gets. And he was watching it, and his pupils dilated, like he just snorted like 5 lines of coke. He's like, oh shit. He's like, pause it. I'm like, why? What's wrong? He's like, I want to watch everything before this, and then like I don't want to know what happens. Like, this is awesome.
This was so. What made it so? I was so happy I did that. I stopped at 2 minutes in, which I kind of regret even watching it in general because now I kind of know what's going to happen a little bit. But a little confusing about Obito saying he's Madara at that point.
I'm Madara, dude. Put some respect on it. I'm Madara.
Madara had his statue in the valley.
Balls haven't even dropped yet. He's like, I'm Madara, man. Yeah, we're about to go to war, bitch. Bring your crew. Watch them all get clapped.
And Madara has his face in the statue.
Yeah.
And there
we didn't say the moment yet.
Yeah, no, oh yeah. Shinobi Alliance battle.
Yeah, Madara vs. Shinobi Alliance. Yeah, our bad. God, but... So, tell him why.
So you
know why, but he's gonna tell you why anyway.
They hyped it up the whole time in Naruto. This guy Madara, he was one like god of shinobi, rivaled the first Hokage.
Like Paul said, he's got the statue in fucking Valley of the End. In the beginning of Shippuden, when Sasuke uses the Sharingan to suppress the Nine Tails inside of Naruto when they fight in Orochimaru's hideout, he's like. Even, like, the Nine Tails is saying, like, how he's like, your chakra is so menacing, and, like, those eyes, like, you remind me a lot of Madara Uchiha. And then Sasuke just, like, shuts him up. He's like, shut the fuck up, man. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, but so when he gets reanimated there, you think at that point Obito is Madara. Unless, like, you kind of figured it out before that. But... When they see Madara, everyone was shitting their pants. There was someone praying.
Yeah, there's someone praying. I don't know who the fuck you're praying to. No, it was definitely Madara on the fucking cross, like Ninja Jesus.
Madara comes down and literally just anal probes everyone there.
Like in South Park?
Literally.
He's like, ah! Just like...
Literally. And then they're doing their best to try to survive. They're trying their best.
You got that one guy who, like, throws the kunai with the paper bomb on him. Like, when have you ever seen a paper bomb do anything in the series? And he's like, take this! And he, like, throws it at him. Madara just catches it, puts it on the other guy. He kicks him into the crowd. That shit explodes. And he throws it back at the guy. He's like, nah, take you. He told me Ramos him. He's like, you can have this back, bro. Like, I don't want this whack ass rusty kunai, bro. Tosses it back there, like, fuck.
And then you have Naruto charge up. Was it a Rasen Shuriken?
No, before that, you got the Tamari.
Oh, Tamari, fucking Tamari.
She was memeing him hard. She's like, who's we need like Winside, like use your Naruto, charge up your Rasen Shuriken, go into Sage mode. And he's like, I can't. I'm like one of 8 trillion clones and I'm fucking tired, bro. Can I take a nap? You know how long I've been fighting for? And then Tamari's like, all right, my time to shine. Haven't really done much. I won, but I kind of got fucked in the ass, literally and hypothetically, by Shikamaru. And yeah, haven't really. I mean, she did beat 10-10. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, so that's a pretty impressive feat. Power scale that as you will. But yeah, so she fucking whips out the fan and like cools him down, like don't underestimate me. And he's just like, oh thanks, I was pretty fucking sweaty there. Like you just helped me out. And then he just fucking wipes the dust off. And he's like, damn, you fucked up my fit. You scuffed my J's.
And now Naruto's hard, so he's ready to go in with the Rasen Shuriken. He throws it, and then it just disappears.
What about the fucking biggest fire style we have? I still think it's the biggest one we've ever seen. Sasuke might have pulled something out. Like
I'm surprised he didn't name it something else. Like
no, it was Majestic Destroyer Flame, bro. If I was like a porn star or something, bro, that'd be my name. Like Majestic Destroyer. Like that's some hard ass.
They stop at the water, and then freaking more comes.
50 people. There's that one guy like Captain Obby. He's like Captain Hindsight from South Park. He's like, his fire style spans a wide area. Like, thank you, Captain Hindsight. War's over. Let's all go home.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we defeated him. We defeated him with Hindsight. And then all the other fucking fireballs are coming in through the smoke. Everyone's like, where the fuck is this man? He's just, Gar's like, yeah, sand, dude. Take the sand. Then whips out fucking his Susanoo. And then Gar's like, all right, I'm gonna take the sand by your feet and pull that shit out. Naruto's like,
Rasen Shuriken.
I got that main character plot armor. Take this. And then fucking Tsuchikage's like, GG guys, GG. Let's all go home. Like he's got the Rinnegan.
You thought the plot like helped you, Naruto? Yeah. No, the plot helps Madara. He has the Rinnegan.
The plot helps Madara until Kishimoto decides he wants to kill him, because that is who killed him. Zetsu didn't kill him.
Kishimoto, no one could kill him.
Kishimoto fucking killed him.
The actual god, like.
And then they're like, yeah, like all right, like we're still in this or whatever. He summons that giant ass meteor. Tsuchikage is like, no, don't give up, everyone. He like lightens it. Gar's pushing the sand up, and then they stop it. Like Naruto talks to
everyone.
He's like, why are you a bad guy? He's like, when I was a kid, everyone was mean to me. They flash back to like the swing, and then you like see in another cutback scene, it's the meteor also on a swing. Like the meteor's entire clan got massacred or something, and the meteor's like, you know what? You're right. Like I'm a good meteor now. And then like Madara's like, okay, what are you gonna do about this second meteor? And this is like Hitler meteor. Like you're not talking no jutsuing this meteor. And everyone's just like, all right. Time to go home, guys. Let's all just look at the fucking moon. Like, you know what? Like, is Infinite Tsukuyomi that bad? Like, we're all gonna be fucking living our best lives. Like, let's just let him do what he wants.
You have people talking at different parts of where the war is going on, saying, "You hear Madara got revived and dropped 2 huge meteors." No, that has to be fake. 2 huge
fake news, bro. You got that one guy's like, nah, bro, it's not Madara. It's just fucking Tilted's getting nuked. That's what it is.
It was.
All right, so before we get into number one, we got a few honorable mentions to talk about. I'll let you start with the one that you put on the honorable mentions list.
So you have Naruto, which just like linked with the Nine Tails. He's fully okay. They're Gucci. Naruto doesn't owe him any more bread. That's how it works.
He paid him back. He's like, yo, bro, my bad. I've been dodging you. Like, my bitch got pregnant, bro. Like,
learned his name. Gave a little speech saying you're part of the village now. Meanwhile, you killed like a good amount of people in the village. But you might have
killed my parents. But you know what, dude? Like,
yeah,
you're not that bad.
You're not that bad.
Sasuke needs to take a page out of Naruto's book and just learn to forgive and forget, bro. Just be like, all right, you know what? You may have killed my parents, but we did fist bump. So we cool.
So he goes on KCM 2, and Naruto just, all this cool shit happens. He basically has the cape of what the Hokage has around him.
That is like what the part is too. That's like what makes the part
you have Guy saying he's going to go into the 8th gate.
Kakashi's like, nah, you're gonna die, bro. And he's like, all right, we're gonna die either way.
There's the only way. And then you just see Naruto, they say, zoom, and then the flex them everywhere, and you have Kakashi's
like sensei thinks he's fucking Minato because they fucking look so like
that's Naruto, and then he goes.
I shed a tear when that happened.
Literally,
like, a single tear came down my face, and then I watched fucking the next honorable mention that we have, and I ate it because that shit that hardened my dick a little bit more. So I was over it.
So let's get into the next honorable mention.
Right, next honorable mention, we have my boy Guy. All this man needs is fucking hands. He's got no genjutsu. All we've seen him do is summon. He has no other ninjutsu. All
he can't do anything else.
Yeah. And fucking, so, you know, Naruto's training on the Turtle Island to tame the Nine Tails. And Kisame pops out of Samehara. He, like, slivers away. Him and Guy have their little scuffle or whatever. And so, Guy's standing over Kisame, and he's just like, don't move. And then Kisame's fucking, his finger, his flipper, or whatever, I don't know shark anatomy. I don't know how that goes. It just, like, twitches, like, just a little bit, like half a centimeter, like, just a little bit. And Guy rocks him. He's like, I thought I told you not to move, bro. Why you reaching? Why you reaching?
He was in the 7th gate at that point? Or was
seventh
he
gate,
seventh
yeah, that
gate?
was the 7th gate, because he did the, what's that shit called? The evening elephant. Hero something. Yeah, he does that. So he's in the 7th gate. All right, we got one more honorable mention on the list before we get to the long anticipated number one moment. You wanna, or should I? All right. I'll talk. So this is part 1. This is OG, like, beginning of Naruto. Fucking Kakashi rins Haku basically. She just catches that Chidori for Zabuza. And so
literally what Rin did. Like, yeah, Kakashi literally must have been fucked in the head.
Yeah, like, he's like, damn, why does everybody keep jumping in front of these shits?
God damn it.
Can I get another Sharingan so I can see when people are jumping in front of it? Like, I'm fast enough to fucking tag lightning, but I can't move my hand out of the way when these girls just decide to jump in front of it.
That was actually a boy.
Yep.
Shit. A boy.
Nah,
I don't know why.
Tranny, whatever you want to call it. Fucking, I don't know. Haku's a girl, guys, all right? She's a fucking girl. So... Anyway, so then Gato comes and, like, these thugs or whatever. He's talking shit to Zabuza. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you because I don't feel like paying your bitch ass. He's kicking Haku because she hurt him in the beginning of the arc or whatever. And so Zabuza's like, after he just got talking to Jutsu, by the way. He's crying. He's like, your words cut deeper than any blade, Naruto. Fucking pussy. I don't know. They pussified, like, the most badass villain up until that point. But he came back with a vengeance. So he's like, Naruto, give me your kunai. Naruto's like, all right, tosses it up in the air. He catches it. Starts running. Naruto run, hands behind him at this big fucking crowd. These people aren't even ninjas, by the way. Like, that's the
equivalent. They're literally just like us.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of us pulling up. Like
yeah,
what's up?
Why would
what's
that
up?
big mob boss pull up without any ninjas?
Yeah.
Like...
And he's like, yeah, you would think that he would, like, have the foresight.
Can you imagine if he had all his heads? He would just have one jutsu. They all would have been
like,
off
water
the bridge.
stop, fucking water
dragon.
Yeah, like water fucking drizzle. And we're like, fuck. Like, but yeah, you got that one guy in the front. He's like, he doesn't even have his hands. What's he gonna do? He just gets fucking stabbed. He's running through the crowd, stabbing everyone. He's like, yeah, eat this. Fucking pulls up on Gato. Gato's like, no, please. And one of the most badass lines in the entire show. He's like, hell seems like a perfect place for a demon ninja like myself. Like, but for you, you're in for a long eternity, my friend. He stabs him off the bridge. He dies, but then he doesn't die. He's like, bring me next to Haku. And they bring him. Then they fucking like, all right, like, yeah, they killed a bunch of people and they were really bad. And they did a ton of shit that, like, we're just gonna look past it. They were good guys.
Yeah, they're just gonna go to heaven.
To quote a great man, he was the coolest guy.
You know, he did kill 100 kids, was it?
Yeah, he killed his entire class. That's like,
you know.
Imagine if, like, Naruto just did that. Like, who the fuck would forget? Like, nah, Naruto's the only person in the world who's like, yeah, you just killed all these people, but it's cool, man. It's cool. We're good. We're good. All right.
So, number 1, which is, like, one of the most badass moments.
The most badass moment in the series. All right, ready? Number 1. When Sakura cuts her hair in the tuning exams. Now, hold up. Don't click the dislike button just yet. Just hear me out. So, up until this point, she was trash. Yesterday's garbage. Doo-doo. Cheeks. Buns. Whatever you want to call it. She was whatever. Naruto and Sasuke fresh off their fight with Orochimaru. So they're both incapacitated. And the Sound Ninja pull up on them, you know, talking all that shit. They're beating up Sakura. And then they're holding her by the hair. And she's like, no, like, I won't be useless anymore. Ta! And she fucking whips out the kunai. Everyone watches like, finally, she's gonna fucking do something. And she's like, yeah. All right, keep the bangs. Take a little off the top. And box me up. And then,
don't forget about the uselessness.
Yeah, the barber's like, oh, so you want that uselessness? She's like, yeah, just fuck my life up, fam. I'm not gonna do anything for the rest of the stage.
We're just kidding with
you guys. Just kidding. JK. Number 1 moment. You know it. We know it. People who don't own a TV in, like, Africa, you're like, hey, man, what's the greatest moment in Naruto? And they'll be like, bro, like, Car versus Rock Lee.
Of course.
Everybody knows it. Like, fucking, I don't even know how. If you haven't watched this, you haven't lived yet. Like, this is like.
Why are you watching this video if you did not watch that fight?
If you don't know what this is, do us a favor and fucking unsubscribe, because you're probably that weird kid who, like, saw the video and, like, I'm gonna subscribe. I'm gonna be the first subscriber. Like, nah, we don't want you on the channel, bro. We don't want you. So yeah, talk about it. I've been doing a lot of talking. Talk about it a little.
So we have So we have the tuning exams with a part 2, no part 3 because part 1's a test and
they took the test where it was like the most obvious thing in the world where like
Right,
as long as you stayed, it just proved like really whatever.
Damn.
Then they had the forest of death, and so this is it wasn't the third section yet. It was like the preliminary to the third section because too many people survived.
basically a fight club at this point.
Fight club.
Like they're putting up against people.
Yeah, Hiruzen's like First rule of the tuning exams, you do not talk about the tuning exams.
And
second rule, there are no rules. And Shikamaru's like, but wouldn't that mean if there's no rules at the president? He's like, shut up!
So then we have Gar versus Rock Lee. So you have Gar, which is like the guy that's never been. You have Kabuto saying in the beginning, pulls out a card, say he went on all these missions.
Yeah, the Ninja Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
And goes on all these missions and never got a scratch on him once. So like, and he completed the Forest of Death, the fastest time anyone has ever done in the tuning
killed
exams.
those. I forgot even where these guys were. They had the fans. I remember, not the fans, the umbrellas or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
And they're like throwing all the shit at him. He's like, that's it, and they just sand carved it. I was like, no, please,
what the fuck?
Don't fuck me too hard. He's like, too late. Fucking giant sand dick in your ass.
So you have Rock Lee trying to kick him.
He's running around. He's like, take this.
Take this. I'm Rock Lee.
Yeah, fucking. And then they do such a good job of building up the suspense of it too. Guys like, do it, Lee. Like you could drop the weights. He's like, really? He jumps to the top. Everyone's like, what the fuck is dropping the weights? Tomorrow he's like, he really thinks that this is gonna work. He's dropping them, and as he dropped them, he was thinking like they were falling in slow motion. In his head, it was like, all right, like Neji's calling me a bitch. I'm like, Sakura, let me smash. He's like, nah, fix your brows first. He's like, if it's between you and the brows, I'm picking the brows or whatever. And like, as these things make contact with the ground, the building fucking shakes. Everyone shits their pants.
Literally foundation broken.
Every fucking girl in that building just calmed immediately.
I don't think a paper bomb did a big explosion as that did.
Even the guys, let's be honest, Naruto and Sasuke especially, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna jerk each other off to this later. And he's like, all right, like, time to fucking go. Let's see what this can do.
And then this is when you see Gar start shitting his pants.
Yeah,
he's getting kicked from everywhere. He doesn't know what happened.
Nani? He's like, oh, Neptune! He's running around fucking. Oh, it was
the first, and then we have the first time where we ever see one of the most like coolest things ever when he opens up the 8 gates. He opens up to I believe 3, was it? Or
I think it was 3 until he did the Hidden Lotus, and then he opens until the 4th because that's when his body really started.
So during the 3, when he opened up the 3rd gate, he literally started hitting Gar. Gar started to take some punches.
Yeah, he was eating those punches. He was throwing hands with them.
Everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Think about the small kid going against the big guy. Like that's basically
David
what
versus
it was.
Goliath with sand. Basically, Rocky's just punching the sand. He's like fucking Anakin Skywalker. He's like, I hate sand. I fucking hate it. And then at the end of the day, the main lesson that you learn from Naruto is it's not about how much you train or how hard you work. It's about what tailed beast your parents decided to put inside you as a baby. Because that's what it's all about. But then, even after that, Rock Lee has one more savage moment. After
he got sand coughed.
Yeah, his body gets crushed. Gar goes in for the kill. He goes 360 no scope, final kill off top of Rust, and guy's like, nah, bro, it blocks that shit. He's like, he's my student, I love him. I don't care if he fucking fails. I want him to live. Like, I love him. And then, through sheer willpower alone, this man stands up unconsciously. He's like, yo, like, you see his eyes are all white, and then guys like cry. He's like, what have I done to my student? And then that's just like, you know why that's number one. You would be hard pressed to find someone that didn't have that in their like top 3 moments of like Naruto and Shippuden and Boruto.
Yeah, fuck Boruto. But yeah, guys, that was our top 5 most savage moments. We really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed.
Drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know your favorite moments. I want that more than you don't have to like and subscribe. But how about in the comments? All I want, just let me know your favorite moments because I love just hearing people's opinions on Naruto. And who knows, maybe you're gonna give us something that we didn't think and we're like, oh shit, that should have been in the top 5. So get ready for part 2. But hopefully, our whole point of this video, a couple of them were pretty obvious. Some of them were really low key. We're hoping that you just go back and think like, damn, like I completely forgot about that moment. That's fucking awesome. You go back and you watch Naruto again because that's just how Naruto fucking works. Stay tuned. If you subscribe, you'll see we're going to be uploading a lot of Naruto content. I'm currently in the works of making a Bleach video. I'm doing the top 5 things that I wish we got to see in the 1,000-year Blood War arc. There's a lot of shit. If you're into Bleach, that's going to be a fun video. So, yeah. See you guys later. Thanks for listening.
Have a nice day, guys.
Signing off.